Guys, let's find the derivatives of these three questions. First one is simple. Dx cubed by dx, you put the 3 front and then 3 minus. This becomes 3x square. Now for the 2, 3 to the power x. 3 to the power x. Well, since the power rule is only applicable for integers, I mean for constant values, but x here is a variable. So let's let y equals to 3 to the power x. Now we need to bring the x down. We can do this by logging both sides. ln1 equals to ln 3 to the power x. Now here, from the log property, the power comes to the front, x ln 3. Now here we can differentiate both sides with respect to x. For this we have to use the chain rule. Since the y is the variable there, we need to differentiate it with y. 2 dy by dx equals to, well here ln 3 is just a constant value, and if you know x n, where n is a constant value, this just becomes n, as the x just gets removed. So this just becomes ln 3. Now the derivative of log of something with respect to its base is 1 by that variable. Now dy by dx equals to y ln 3, and we let y equals to 3 to the power x. So therefore the derivative of 3 to the power x is 3 to the power x ln 3. Now for this, I'm gonna be using pencil because I can make some mistakes. This is not x cubed, this is called a tetration. So a tetration is basically something that you exponent over the base. What I mean is, if you have a base n and let's just say you have a tetration of 4, then you just power the base to just 4 times, power a power tower. So if you have a base 2 and a tetration of 3, you just write 2 the power tower with 3 2's. 5 4, this becomes 4 4 4 4 4, 1 2 3 4 5, like this. So now this is just basically x to the power x to the power x. So let's let y equals to x to the power x to the power x. Now we have a property that x is equals to e to the power ln x. This is a property of e to the power of its log base, or the log natural in this case, of the variable is the variable. Now let's log both sides to bring the power down. Here, before that, let's make the application of this here, to the power x to the x. Now from indices law, we know that this power and this power just multiplies, so e x to the power x into ln x. Now we can log both sides. The power comes down, x ln x, and ln e, which is just 1. So we have this to deal with. Now let's differentiate both sides. We can again use chain rule here. Now we have to use the product rule for this and this. So it becomes xx d ln x by dx plus ln x derivative of x to the power x dx. Now here this is just dy by dx into 1 by y equals to x to the power x into 1 by x plus ln x. Now what's the derivative of x to the power x? Let's see here. Let's let z equals to x to the power x. Now we can use the same property with this. So z equals to e ln x raised to the x power, which is just ex ln x. Differentiating both sides, we have ex ln x by dx, but for here we can just use the chain rule on this. Ex ln x by x ln x into d So dx by dx. Now e to the power anything with the derivative of that thing is just e to the power that thing into x ln x. So derivative x ln x, we again use the chain rule. I'll write it here. X ln x derivative. So this is just x derivative of ln x, which is 1 by x, which is 1, and then ln x dx by dx, which is 1. So we left it 1 plus ln x. So this is 1 plus ln x. Here we can just re-back what we did. This is x into ln x. We can just power it like this, 1 plus ln x. Now here we go back. E to the power ln x is just x. So this becomes x to the power x, 1 plus ln x. So now this is the derivative of z, which basically is the derivative of x to the power x, which is x to the power x, 1 plus ln x. Now this we have, wait, now let's just write it all over here, equals to, from here this is x to the power x in by x plus xx ln x, 1 plus ln x. Now x to the power x is common here, so we can just take it common, 1 by x plus ln x plus, well, we can just multiply it, ln x square dy by dx into 1 by y. Now the y goes over here, so y is basically this over here, and y, as we know, is the titration. So therefore the derivative of titration 3x is equals to x to the power x to the power x into x to the power x, 1 by x plus ln x square.